If the campus process ends and it doesn't end in your favor, the next step for a family to consider is, should we file a lawsuit? And that's a pretty complicated question. Complicated because it's expensive, time-consuming, and frankly emotionally exhausting to go through the litigation process. But many times it's worth doing if you have strong facts and if you've got good legal arguments. And that's something that we work with families to talk to them about. And we're very honest. We say no to lawsuits, frankly, more than we say yes to them, because we only want to tell people that they should invest their time and their money and just their energy in doing this if we think they've got a good chance to win. So what do these cases look like? In general, they have three main claims. The first is breach of contract. That's fancy lawyer talk for essentially the school promised me A, B, and C rights, and it didn't give them to me. So we try to work with you and work with families on seeing if there was any sort of violation like that. The second would be Title IX, gender bias. Essentially, can we make a claim that what the school did, how it treated you in the process, showed bias on the basis of gender? And we have a lot of experience in finding evidence of that and trying to prove that in front of a court. The third way, which works really only against public schools, is due process. And that is, did the public university comply with the constitutional guarantee of due process of law? Did it allow you to get proper notice in the case? Did it give you all the rights that you're entitled to have in one of these cases? Now, to be clear, it's not the same rights as you get in the criminal context, but there is still sort of a floor of what a school can get away with. And we try to make sure that if you didn't get those rights, that we put together a due process claim that shows a judge exactly why your constitutional rights were violated. And in fact, in a due process lawsuit that we filed against George Mason in 2015, we won, and we're actually the first firm in the country to win a due process case against a public university in a campus sexual misconduct case. So these are the things that you would consider when you're thinking about whether to file a lawsuit or not and what that would look like.